Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ulsil, and in today's video we're going to talk about some fall empties that I've accumulated over the past few months. I will be picking out some of the products I feel like are worth talking about for one reason or another. First off, we have some shampoos and conditioner. Really the only product I feel like are worth talking about are these two shampoos. This one is a repurchase that I typically purchase every time I color my hair, which is not very often, but I've recently colored my hair. And this is the Joico Blonde Life Brightening Shampoo. I also have a violet one that I really love as well, but unfortunately these are not cruelty-free, so I wish I could find a replacement that is cruelty-free, but for now I'm gonna have to do with this one. So this is a sulfate-free shampoo that is really great for whenever you've bleached or brighten your hair, or for highlights. I just do a little bit more than a pea-sized amount of product each time, and it really lathers up really nicely, and I feel like it kind of keeps the natural oils of my hair in a really good way, so it doesn't feel stripping to the hair, but it also really cleanses the hair. And I can go sometimes one more day extra before I need to cleanse my hair again when I use this one. Although I have to say I always double cleanse my hair. Like I double cleanse my face, I always double cleanse my hair. So I use either this one twice or another shampoo first, and then I go in with this one second. It reduces that brassiness that you tend to get, and prevents getting that sort of yellow hue a little bit better than regular shampoos. The ones I tend to very easily get that yellow hue because I have so many warm red pigments in my hair, and I feel like this really helps with that. It also maintains the health and shine of the hair. It just makes my hair a little bit softer and smoother, and therefore easier to comb through. So I do feel like this is a lot more gentle to my hair than a typical violet purple shampoo does. But also, if you expect this to neutralize yellow tones in your hair as well as a typical purple shampoo, I think you will get disappointed. So this is just like a more gentle, lightweight, softer version of this one. I will say though, it is on the pricier side, and also maybe keep in mind that it can feel a little bit heavy over time if you use it all the time. So maybe comparing this or combining this with a clarifying shampoo to prevent buildup, that would be a good idea, especially if you have oily hair like me. So yeah. This shampoo is about to become my favorite shampoo. I've already repurchased. It's a cruelty-free brand, the Amika Big Hit Volumizing Shampoo. And this feels like a really more of a lightweight volumizing shampoo, especially really nice if you have thin hair that tends to get weighed down when you use volumizing shampoos. This really lifts up the hair. It makes it really soft, and it just feels fuller and less flat. Really nice scent, and although this is also on the pricier side, I will absolutely recommend this one for people that has kind of the same type of hair as me. Love this so much. Then we have some hand and body products. I could talk on and on about this Bodø-salven dagkrem mot kløe, but I am not. I've talked about this in several empties. It's a Norwegian hand cream, especially great on psoriasis and eczema, and this is the only hand cream I use at the moment for my eczema, and it's amazing. I love it. I have repurchased over and over, and it's cruelty free. Then we have the Femme Fresh 0% Sensitive Wash. This is an intimate wash meant for the external area of those intimate parts of your body. I really enjoy this one. This is pH balanced. It's free from any color and scent or perfume, because this is the thing. It does have some, like a slight scent, so I don't know where that comes from, but they claim to be perfume free. Anyways, this is really gentle and mild for your skin, so I really like using this on a daily basis. Then we have, this is interesting, the Hume or Hume Supernatural deodorant with the scent of Vanilla Days. I love the packaging of this. This is like rubber feeling, I don't know how to describe it, but I love the packaging. And it's cruelty free, baking soda free, phthalate free, aluminum free. It uses plant-based ingredients and prebiotics, probiotics, which aims to support the skin's microbiome instead of disrupting it. And I had really high hopes for this. The first, I would say, 2 to 3 months, I really liked this. The great thing about this is that even though I prefer roll-on, like roller balls for deodorants, because they tend to be easier to apply, doesn't leave a white residue or anything like that, I don't really love these kinds of deodorants where you roll them up and then there's this stick, because I don't like that sticky feel that it gives, and it tends to give that white residue on your clothes. But I don't feel like this one did, or at least a very, very small amount. So that was great. I feel like the scent was very pleasant. It has this vanilla scent on top with some woody notes, maybe even spicy notes in the base, that made it a little bit masculine, but not so masculine that I didn't enjoy it, you know? I think they had several different scents to choose from. This was pricey, so the thing that disappoints me the most is that I don't know what it is. I'm assuming that it has expired. I think I purchased this early spring, and my skin started peeling off on my armpits, which has never happened to me ever before. And I didn't feel like I was doing anything new, anything else other than using this and cleaning my armpits with soap and shaving. Like, I didn't do anything unusual. And considering the fact that this is a natural deodorant, I thought that maybe this was the issue. Maybe this was expired and has started to irritate my skin. So it does say 6 months on the packaging. So I think you have to believe that. I used this pretty much every single day, and there's still so much product left, so I just feel like it's a little bit of a waste. You can also see that there is something going on the sides here. I don't know what it is, if this is how it's supposed to be or what. I will say I remember it being something like this when I first got it as well, but I think maybe it has kind of expanded a little bit. Maybe it's something is growing on it. I don't know. I'm not going to use any more of this. And because it was rather expensive, I don't know if I'm going to repurchase this one. I don't think I will. I don't want to repurchase anything that might irritate my skin. Last hair product for today is the KMS Moist Repair Leave-In Conditioner. You're just supposed to shake it and apply it into your towel dried hair. I actually used it on dry hair as well. Works fine. About half of the bottle is used by my daughter. She has long hair, very similar to mine. I like this. It was a very weightless formula. To be honest, I didn't feel like it did too much. It did add some moisture, and detangled the hair a little bit, so it was easier to comb through, but it wasn't like sensational. I don't think I will repurchase, and KMS is also not cruelty free. Next, we have some skincare. We have the Clarins Extra Firming Day Cream and Night Cream. So they're just some travel sizes, and they're both formulated with collagen. So they are targeted for people that are wanting some anti-aging results. And I think that's why I feel like these doesn't give me enough for my dry skin. I think they might be even too heavy for people with oily skin, but for me with dry skin or normal to dry skin, they're just a little bit too lightweight. They do give me some moisture. They feel fine on the skin. I can't tell you anything super wrong about them, although they can feel a little bit on the verge of being irritating to my sensitive skin, but nothing too big. I can feel a little bit of a tingle kind of when I first apply, especially the day cream. But other than that, they're fine. They just don't give me enough moisture. That's not what they really claim to do either. They're probably good products, but they're just not what I'm looking for at the moment. I'm looking for lots of moisture, hydration. I'm not against anti-age products because I am aging, and I think it's great to add some collagen to the skin. These are not going to be repurchases for me just because their Clarins is not cruelty free, and also it's not what I'm looking for right now. Then we have the Beauty of Josian Relief Sun Aqua Fresh Rice and B5 SPF 50. First of all, the protection is great. SPF 50 is awesome. It protects well against UVA and UVB as well. It is comfortable to the skin. It absorbs lightly. It's water-based. It's easy to apply, no white cast or anything like that. It's very similar to the original when it comes to application. It's lightweight, non-greasy. I think it's good for sensitive skin, normal to combination skin maybe. But I think for me, that has normal to dry skin, I don't think this is the best choice. I did experience, especially if I had some more heavy duty moisturizers or serums underneath and then applied foundation, immediately it started to peel. If I were a little bit more lightweight with my moisturizers first, it could work with foundation after, but I never really knew when this would perform well and when it didn't. So I couldn't really rely on it, especially if I used makeup on top. I never knew if it was going to peel or not. Well, I learned after a while that the more moisture I added to the skin beforehand, the worse this would perform. So I just don't think it's great for people with normal to dry or very dry skin, which is, I'm in that category. So I'm just going to stick to the original, which is the best SPF I've ever tried. Right now I am trying out one from, is it iUnique, I believe, and that I really like that one too. But I still think the Beauty of Josian is the best. They have since come up with a pink. It has a pink hue right here. I haven't tried that one out. I heard Kelly Gooch talked about it and she didn't love it. So I think I'm just going to stick to the original again. Also, I have some samples here. I don't really need to talk about too many of them. I want to say this Dr. Circle Tone Correcting Sun Pro Balance Biotics Clear Up Skin with SPF 50 I did not like. I used it once. I had to take it off because it was really thick, heavy, had that white residue. Did not enjoy at all. And they do have an SPF that I really enjoy. I believe it's called Relief, Dr. Circle Relief moist sun or something like that. Incredible. But this one I did not enjoy. Also, I was trying out the Embryoless La Creme concentrate for sensitive skin, and I don't know, I think I really enjoy the original version again, their regular La Creme concentrate. I'll probably repurchase that. It's really perfect for the summertime, not enough moisture for me in the wintertime. But I just think the sensitive version is almost too much for me. It feels a little bit too much on the skin. And although I think it has some great ingredients, I don't know. I might purchase it to use it as a night cream actually, but I don't think it'll work for me as a day cream. Lastly, we have a few eye health products, so skip to whatever is here if you're not interested in me talking about dry eyes. I just feel like it's important for me to share information if I find something that works for me, because I know that dry eyes is something more and more people are suffering from. So again, I used up 4 of the Hylo Dual Intense eye drops. These are my favorite, really the only ones that are working during the daytime. I absolutely love these. I believe I used up 5 of these the last time, so maybe this is an improvement, because I have started with some medicine, so, and I do feel like it's a lot better during the daytime, so that's great. This is something called Blepisol Duo. So it's a micellar cleanser for daily use to cleanse around the eye and eyelid. It removes impurities, bacteria, makeup. It's for all skin types, tested by eye doctors, no perfume, no alcohol, and it comes with these little small square cotton pads, sort of. And these have saved me several times now. I'm about to get a new eye infection, and then I rinse it like crazy. I rinse my eyes like crazy until it goes away. And I have managed to avoid antibiotics throughout this whole fall. I did 3 rounds of antibiotics this summer, and then I realized how incredible these are. I was like, during the summer I would cleanse morning and night, and that's just not enough if you're about to get any bacterial stuff or viruses on your eyes. So these have been a lifesaver. I have repurchased. I have no idea if these are cruelty free or not. They're considered more of a medicine, I guess, more than skincare, but they're also really great for removing makeup. But I will say the only con is you do lose some eyelashes using these. So if I can avoid using them, I do. But as soon as I get any sort of problems with, like, any signs of infection, I use this immediately, and I don't care if I lose eyelashes because they work for other things. So, great. Lastly, I want to mention these capsules that I've started taking. This is the Bio Omega 7, which comes from sea buckthorn. And it also contains omega 3, 6, 7, and 9, and also vitamin A, antioxidants. It has lots of good things in here. And studies have shown that taking oral sea buckthorn oil can help with signs and symptoms of dry eyes. So I started taking this for about almost 3 months ago. And in a study that was done with people using this versus placebo over 3 months, they saw that people taking sea buckthorn oil had a significantly smaller increase in tear film osmolarity than placebo, which is a good sign since that can be a factor for people with dry eye syndrome. They also reported less burning, less irritation, less redness. So I'm hoping, and I'm not going to sit here and say that this does magic, because I don't know, because I've tried many things for my dry eyes and I can't tell you all the time what has actually worked since I'm trying out so many different things at the same time. But I do think that this has helped, and I'm going to continue to use it because it's really important for me to gain some control over my eye health, and I think this is contributing to that. Okay, that is it. Those are all the products I wanted to talk to you about today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.